effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
But 1st down, Hurts buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. Team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Oh, look at the juke. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Back to throw, Howell. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown! Noah Fant,
68 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him on balance.
And he did. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Howell.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got his open man. It's Mallory.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 6 at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Howell.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Here's Howell.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took a deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Eagles! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Eagles 17, Commanders 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
They'll go play action. Howell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Howell looking to throw again.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Another throw for Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And they're on the 15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
19 tight, 7 Pirates, 18 Pioneers.
First down, Howell to throw.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go!
Howell from the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson.
7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Hurts.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Third down pass. Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Throwing here, Howell
gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
2nd down, here's Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quan Martin. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
19 card, left thing 19. Check 60, check 60. Check Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw, Howell.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And
as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run.
Let's go.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Go, Reed. Go.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Okay, ready.
Off play action. It's Howell. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
The score, Commanders 27, Eagles 17.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
At the 40.
He'll throw from the gun.
His throw incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go?
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
The ball carried by
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Fletcher Cox on
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the
Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish things off.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score. Commanders 27, Eagles 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
5-yard line.
Al down to throw it.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide. Touchdown Washington.
5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Flushed out right. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
Hey, bro, get out of here with that bullshit song, bro. You weren't even supposed to get that pick. Fuck out of here, man.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, They're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a 2nd and 6.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead 4th quarter they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Eagles.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders,
the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.